An essential part of RES Automation Manager is the data store. When we've configured the data store, we have the ability to manage it. In the Management console under Infrastructure Data Store, you'll notice there's sections for Security, Settings, and Setup. Security allows us to configure access to the Automation Manager console and its various components. A good example is a systems administrator may need a different level of access to a help desk operative. We have the ability to create logons or rely upon the domain to supply usernames. Let's go ahead and create an example. I'm going to add a new login for admin. We can now add our admin user to a security role. As this is the first time we've configured security, we of course need to make the first account full access. Now let's relaunch the console and see what happens. We're asked to enter our login and password before we can continue. This is a great option because there are at this point in time no domain dependencies, so the console can be run by someone who is not a member of the domain. The next section in managing the data store is Settings. Settings allow us to configure network-related settings and configure custom properties of agents and teams. And we can view the audit trail, so we can see a time and date stamp against changes that have been made within the Automation Manager console. Global Settings is an area that contains information about the way the dispatchers and agents will behave. As you can see, there are many options under Global Settings, which allow us to hone and optimize the environment. Within Custom Properties, we're able to store additional information for the teams and agents, for example asset tags or customer IDs. The information specified here can be modified at agent and team level at a later stage. And finally, the audit trail. Within the audit trail, we can view a complete log of all changes that have been made within the Automation Manager console. The third and final area is Setup. Under Setup, we can view the database settings. We can look at information about the setup. It's particularly useful in some scenarios to be able to create an instant report of this to help the RES support department. We can also view the database size. We can view and manage the components of Automation Manager. So we can either save individual components out as their respective MSI files, or we can run the update wizard in order to upgrade to a newer version of Automation Manager. Licensing allows us to view the current license pool and how the licenses have been deployed. The license wizard allows us to add more licenses to the pool. And finally, connectors. Here we can view and add connectors.